Right, guys, what are we doing? Where are we going? Gaddo's
I'd
back.
say Gaddo, chap, looks like you could do the new pack.
He needs
Yeah,
a new
man.
backpack, but more to the point, he needs a new weapon.
There's a Alice pack in the supermarket, as well as lots of food and drink.
He's already got an Alice pack.
Oh yeah, sorry, I already saw it from the side.
Here he's got his Alice pack. He's got all his expensive gear, but he needs proper weapons.
Proper gun. So where should we
Proper
go?
weapon. I need a map.
Staroi Seba. Is there not a map in the?
Nope.
Oh, by the way, guys, I don't know if you don't watch my videos. I know you're just in them, but the other power line leaving that goes between Starry and Novi Sobor.
Ah, nice.
So follow me. We don't need. Hang on, get off walk. We don't need to use our maps.
So what's the plan? We heading to the airbase or?
No, well, we'll do Starry and Starry Sobor first. Up to the tents, but what I wanted to show you was, you're obviously both aware of the navigation from the cities to here. Time to show you the bit I did. I actually made a whole series of videos about this. Using the other set of power lines. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Run up here. Oops. Through here. So you're familiar with these two substations, one going to one city, one going to the other on the south coast.
What, one Cherno, one Electra?
Yeah, one's Cherno, one's Electro. But if you go over to this lot over here,
You're not going anywhere, mate.
where the
You
gate
just
is,
disappeared.
right,
Oh,
you've got this set of
now.
power lines. Hang on, guys. If you swing to the left,
No, stop.
Oh yeah,
this set of power lines,
going north-ish.
yeah, will take you, will run between Starry and Novi Sobor.
Oh, not the way we're going then.
Sounds good to me. Anyone wants to shoot that zombie off my back is
Well, it's off my shoulder.
Thanks, mate.
There's 3 others at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, they're chasing
I
you
shot
now,
him
so
off his back, so now they follow me. I'll just bring him to Pip.
Then run off at a tangent and yay, you done it. That thing is so loud.
I think it's probably a waste of time shooting them. We just pick up loads on the way anyway, don't we? So
Yeah.
kind of case of more the merrier, really. I was just telling Gaddo before you come on, Pen. Last night it was on Tacky, and it was dark. The M4A3 CCO SD raided the northern airfield in the dark. Spent ages crawling around and stuff. Got into one of the barracks, found an entire ammo box full of Stanag SDs. So I just dumped everything, loaded my rucksack up with Stanag SDs, and some bastard come in behind me and shot me.
Oh dear.
Got his name now, so that guy's mine.
Yeah, you could spend a long time trying to find him.
Well, I've already found myself. This is how pathetic it is. Going through the service to see if he's on any of them.
He's on a bandit hunt.
So, yeah, I am actually now. It's personal now. What's that thing about
Um,
don't get mad, get even?
Where's Gaddo? We lost Gaddo?
No, I went to the front, mate. I'm ahead of you guys at the bar.
He does this all the time. I don't know how he gets past me.
Well, you guys walked towards the gas station, didn't you?
Yeah, we're
No.
following the power lines.
Following the power line.
Actually, I don't think he actually even needs a map to get to where he's going. He's just like heads in the right direction.
I thought the hills would confuse him, not being used to them and all that.
Do you know what really confused him when he was down in Portsmouth? Seeing the tide out and mud flats.
Yeah.
That will confuse the hell out of a Dutchman, that will. They don't have the tide out with mud flats.
Oh, of course you wouldn't, yeah. Because of all the dikes.
Well,
They would have reclaimed all that land. All that land around Portsmouth that makes it an island, the waters, the two harbours left and right. If that was Holland, they would have shored it up and turned it into land by now.
Yeah, would have filled it in by now.
Yeah.
Although I did go to the seaside in Holland once, which is a rather strange experience.
The thing is that it costs a lot to fill it up and all that, so they probably wouldn't, because you guys have enough room for everything else. But we are a small country, we needed more space. Best way to do it is to make more, land dry, I guess.
Yeah.
And now what they're now doing is building on water, just floating houses and all that.
I just think it's funny, mate, that you looked at the tide out, and it took you some time to understand what was going on, because it's not something you'd ever experienced. I just did think that was quite amusing.
You should have seen Hugh and Lily when we walked around in Amsterdam. Or here in Eindhoven too. We have snacks like in food coming out of a wall, little windows.
What are they called? Auto something.
Snackmuur. It's
You put your euros in and it delivers like little hot snacks, doesn't it?
Yeah. You have just loads of little windows next to each other.
Yeah.
And you can look through them and you see the food lying there. So you put the money in and you can take it out.
Strange.
Just like a candy machine, only then with hot food.
I do remember the first time I ever came across a cornetto ice cream was out of a vending machine in Germany. Never seen a cornetto before. And it was a few years later before they started selling them in the UK. But even then, they didn't come out of vending machines. So
I've never seen ice cream come out of a vending machine ever.
yeah, it was a vending machine. It was just like a Coke machine or something. But instead of cans of Coke coming out of it, it was cornetto.
We have quite a lot here.
Yeah, although obviously it wasn't cornetto by brand. It was it was an ice cream with a brown cone in paper. Very tasty, very nice. First time I'd ever had one. The other thing I remember, this is a reflection of how old I was when I went to Germany. I was like 7 years old. The other key memory I have of that time is long strips of boiled sweets.
What, like we call rock?
Well, boiled sweets. There might be lollipops with sticks. They might be various other different types of flavoured sweets. But it's the way they were packaged. Instead of coming in a bag, each one was individually wrapped in cellophane, but they were then linked to each other. So you would have like 2, 3, 4 feet of lollipops.
Oh, and like you snap them off kind of thing.
Yeah, well, not even that. They just break them off. They're just the packaging. It's as if each one had its own little bit of cellophane around it, but they were done on a long strip. Never seen them in the UK. I'd never seen them before when I was a kid. Never seen them since. Thought it was a lot of fun. It's just one of those silly things you remember. That and the fact that they put mayonnaise on their chips.
Yeah, it is odd. I remember going to Germany with the TA, and I did a bit of German at school, and you can imagine it, a bunch of fucking area scousers in Germany. None of them spoke a word, so they're all looking to me to kind of translate and buy beer and stuff like that. And we were in this kind of restaurant, and I said, don't ask for anything complicated. So they said, okay, then we'll just order 6 fish and chips. So I said, okay. So I went up to this lady and I said, 6 pommes frites und, and I couldn't remember the German for fish. So I started doing all these, kind of pouting and wiggling my hand like a fish. And she said, you mean fish? Because it's the same word.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
The other thing, of course, is what makes you think they have fish and chips?
I don't know, actually. Well, they did.
They did, yeah, but I mean, a bunch of English that do fish and chips. But I remember when I was, again, as a kid, I was growing up in Plymouth, and the main food item for snacking or when you're out of the house is, of course, a pasty. Almost every corner shop will sell you a pasty in Plymouth, or did then anyway. Bakeries sold pasties. As I say, you'd go to the local newsagents and they'd have a hot thing there with pasties. So there's me and my schoolmates in class, and the teacher is discussing the fact that we're all going to go on this trip to London. So she asks, "What are you going to have for lunch?" And everyone just said, "Well, I'll have a pasty." And I was the only kid in the class who'd lived anywhere other than the southwest, and I said, "They don't sell pasties." And they looked at me like I just landed from Mars, like I'd just said the most impossible thing ever, that they don't have pasties in London. And
So what do they live on then?
God, what do they eat?
So what are pasties?
Oh,
Right, a pasty is a traditional southwestern dish primarily from Cornwall. It's meat or beef, potato, turnip, onion with black pepper. It's a meat and potato and onion in.
Sounds good.
And it is really, really, really nice. And it's all packaged up in a parcel. And
of pastry, you mean?
Of pastry. And they're very, very tasty. They're very filling. They're very inexpensive. And yeah, they're ubiquitous. They are everywhere. I mean, even you go down to Cornwall and you stop at the petrol station and they'll have a hot plate with pasties.
What's that town on the left?
Oh, hang on, I'm trying to remember the name of the place. It begins with a P.
Now, pasties used to be, one half
Hogger.
would be the meat and potato bit, and the other half would be jam and cream.
That is a bit of an urban myth.
Is that right? Because
Yeah.
what I was led to believe, it was the tin miners.
Now, it is.
And the
it is
front end was their main dinner,
yeah,
and the back end was their
that
sweet.
is really is a bit of a myth. There were traditionally sweet pasties, but no, they wouldn't do half and half. The heavy crust is supposedly because the tin miners would have had arsenic on their fingers and would have not eaten the crust.
Yeah,
possibly.
throw that bit away, wouldn't they?
Throw that bit away. That's one possible thing. The other thing is that they could be dropped down a tin mine. Well, that's got to be rubbish. Tin mines are mile deep. You don't drop a pastry a mile down a bloody shaft.
Somebody at the bottom catches it.
Yeah, that's. I mean, if they go around, yeah, they're probably terminal velocity of a pasty. It'd kill you dead. So that's clearly rubbish as well. I don't know. It's just a traditional packaged up meal that could be made by, assuming the wife, and one day, and given to the husband in the morning before he goes to work. And he could sit down and have himself a pasty, which probably actually tells you that pasties were probably eaten cold if you're going to follow the tin mine or the working man taking his lunch to work.
Yeah, I think they would have been eaten cold. Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
Pen. What was that town again?
Oh,
Porog.
yeah, Pogorevka.
Pogorovka.
Pogorovka. By the way, where is Gaddo? Because we've completely lost.
I'm right behind you.
Yeah, he's here.
I see you guys in a bit in front of me.
He's
Oh, yeah.
like a ghost.
Could shoot you.
Just up here on the right-hand side, where the cone trees start, there is a
Deer stand.
deer stand. So
Check that out. See
Yeah.
if you can find a gun.
there might be something interesting in there.
Do you want us to just cover your zombies wise while you have a peek at it?
Can do.
Don't run in front of me. I'm about to fire. Appear that the zombies are dead.
Fill your boots, Gaddo.
That's an expression he probably doesn't understand. I could do with a drink, I might.
Well, I kind of assume you mean like run faster.
No.
Or hurry up.
No. Fill your boots, like help yourself.
Ah, right.
And I have no idea of the origin.
That's a
I'm still
fascinating
looking
subject
for you
of
guys.
etymology.
Well, I've no clue where the stand is. Just cross the road.
It's just to the right of the ploughed field. If you stay on
You
the power
Just
line,
cross
you'll be
the
fine.
road.
What?
Alright. I'm following the power lines.
Yeah,
You cross
Pension
the road.
on here, look.
So
You guys can still see the church?
Yes,
yes.
yeah.
You follow the power lines to the edge, to the end of the ploughed field. There is a forest in front of us with conifers. To the left and to the right of the power lines are deer stands. Let's clear this one up.
Zombies off to the left. I think they might be off the stand, actually.
Leading that one too much.
There's nothing in this one at all.
That's strange. Normally something in a deer stand.
Did we pick the wrong zombies? Where you at, Gad?
I think I passed you guys.
Did you go over a ploughed field?
Yeah, I'm coming back now.
This is what happens with this guy. He puts a weight on his bloody W key and that's it and gone.
Ah, I'm not even doing that. I'm looking around for you guys, but...
You went past the ploughed field, but you didn't see us killing zombies. I don't believe that. I don't think you've caught up with us yet, mate.
No, I think he's beyond.
You reckon?
Well, I heard you shoot, so I turned around.
You hang on there, Pen. I'll double back, see if he's that way.
He was only 50. It's only 50 to 100 meters behind us.
I know. But he said he just crossed the road and there was a church behind him. Yeah, he doubled back the wrong way. He's coming towards us now, mate.
Very
I think I
little
saw
in
you on the
here.
hill.
Is what, mate?
Very little in here. Can of drink for me. Did I hear a zombie?
Do you?
Sure, I heard a zombie.
I see one of you.
Pen, we've got zombies spawned on the deer stands, and that's probably why there was nothing in it when I looked.
Someone's aggroed. Oh, he's down.
Okay, they're on those two are wounded, but they're on the deck.
They might also simply be my zombies, but I'll check it out.
Yeah, now when Pip went up this deer stand earlier, there was nothing in it, but now you're here, but there might be something in it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and the zombies have spawned, so
Yeah,
they're on the deck. They're on the ground somewhere, so just make sure you don't step on one.
Nothing.
Still nothing. Oh, that surprises me.
the other one doesn't have anything of interest.
Right, let's move on.
Back to the power lines.
There's a cow there.
Ooh. Where's
Or a
the cow?
sheep.
Hang on, Pip.
Okay. So I'm still in full technical at the minute. So I'll make a bit of space.
I got room enough.
Yeah, he's got plenty of room. He hasn't got all the shit that we're carrying.
That's true. I'll put some standard Stanag rounds in the tent, by the way. So
I'm still not 100% sure I can trust a tent.
I know what you mean, but you've got to risk it, haven't you? Otherwise, you just fill up once and that's your lot. You have to carry everything around in your rookie then. Do you want a hand there, Gad?
Just shooting him for fun. Where are you guys?
Running
No.
towards you.
See
Got
ya.
all the meat, yeah?
Yep.
Cool.
Do you want
Right.
to cook it here or?
We're in no hurry, I guess.
Wrong way.
Well, I always think you're going the wrong way again, Gad. I always think it's best to cook it up while it's quiet, and then if you do get wounded and need blood, it's there ready for you, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Aren't we coming from that way?
No. Look
You're
where that great big space needle is, mate. That's Zelenogorsk is to the side of that.
Alright. Yeah, you
Let's
guys
get
right.
some wood in here and have ourselves a cook-off.
Yeah, I could do with a munch.
I'll just harvest some wood. Okay, got some wood, should cook it on the road, so we can see it.
Yeah. Do some roadside cooking. Oh,
Here we go.
Oh,
Don't
you
know if
haven't
anybody has to pick it up first. Or...
Hang on, did you not turn it into a fireplace?
Oh, are you ready? Shall I light it now, yeah?
Yeah, might as well.
Go for it.
No, you have to pick it up.
Yeah, no,
and
man.
then... Oh, sorry.
Do not know.
It's really weird all three of us being in the same skin.
Fifth third.
Oh, shut up.
There we go. Yeah, Gaddo was saying to me yesterday, Pen, about this turning it into a fireplace before you light it and then picking it up.
Yeah, we can try that out, but you cannot pick this one up because you lighted
'cause
it
it's
before.
lit and it's been lit, hasn't it?
So what, you
Yeah.
can you can turn it into a fireplace, then pick it up and carry
Yeah.
it as a fireplace.
Yeah, but I don't know if it will still take one or maybe two spots.
Not sure.
If it will be only one, that would be better.
That would be true.
Saves you room.
I think
Try it out. Cut
you
some
can
more wood.
also put things in
Pep.
it and then put it in your backpack because it behaves like a backpack. Can you put one of your steaks in your backpack, Gaddo, so I can have a munch, please?
How many have you got, Gad?
Got 5, so take
Okay, I've
some
got
if you
4,
want.
So I've got 4, so I'm okay.
I've eaten one, taken one.
Yep.
Have heard of a trick where you can do funny things with your inventory and survive entirely on one can of food and one drink and one can of drink. But it's a bit of a glitchy trick, and I don't like that type of thing.
That's not playing the game, is it?
Hold on for a sec, guys.
Never stop me swapping between
Oh, shit.
ammunition
Never mind, let's go.
just to reload the clip. I used to do that a lot. That was terrible. I know, that's cheating as well.
Sorry, haven't heard that one. What'd you do?
Doesn't work now, but it did at first. What would happen is you've got the 45 caliber pistol ammunition. It could either be a magazine for the pistol, or it could be 6 rounds for the revolver.
Yeah, you still can.
Yes, but you would convert from one to the other, but they would
Oh, but you could convert it
miraculously
back, could you?
become full.
Well, to tell you the truth, Ben, I think if the glitch is in the game and it does not hurt any other players, it's allowed. Then, because if they didn't want us to use it, then they should fix it.
Yeah, I suppose cheating is when you
Install a program.
add or change
Yeah.
files or folders that you can't get to from the menu.
Or write code in it or something like that, but...
Yeah,
Basically
I know what you mean. If you're, if you're one clip of ammo left and you're about to get munched up by Zeds, you're gonna do it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? It's there.
There is a trick basically of moving your inventory around in a particular way, which means you could live forever on 1 can of food and 1 can of drink.
Probably involves picking it up and dropping it or something.
It's to do with selecting it with the right mouse click, so you get the little menu appear.
Yeah.
Then you move it.
The
menu doesn't disappear.
But you're still left with the menu.
And then you move the item back from the backpack to... Yeah, do you see? That's roughly how it works. And it works on all consumable items, including morphine and... don't know if it works on blood, but it works on anything that's considered to be consumable. And strangely enough, a ghillie suit is consumable. So, yeah, this is... Sometimes you come across people and all they've got is 1 can of food and 1 can of drink. And it's because they could be glitching it. I don't personally see the point because food and drink are so easy to find.
Well, if it would work on stakes, then it's quite interesting, especially on a map like Takistan.
Ah, yes. Now on Takistan,
where there's no blood.
Yeah, you're right. Where there's no blood, I can see a car in the distance.
Another thing, I found for the first time settle chargers at Takistan.
Oh yeah.
So I'm thinking about blowing up one of those towers.
Don't let Al Qaeda hear you.
You're not going to go down a mosque?
No, not a mosque. Just
I thought you meant a mosque.
Well, I don't care. Just anything. I just want to blow something up.
You and blowing shit up.
But this time not yourself.
Yeah, without myself, of course.
Okay, now if we look to our left front, there is Starry Sober.
Right, shall we check if... shall we also check if our car has respawned there?
It's worth having a look, isn't it?
Was it a cow or was it a sheep?
It's a cow. A big brown cow. And down there is another cow.
That's a good good find, that pen on the power lines. What happens if it carries on?
It does. It goes all the way up to the power substation at Bergino, or just north of Bergino.
Oh, that's a really good route, that, isn't it?
Yeah, I was doing a run around Bergino, came across them and thought, those are the ones that go all the way down to Zelena.
Hey, so Mr. Cow just disappeared.
Oh, great. So I made a video on how navigating right across the map from, about 1 kilometre north of Bergino all the way down to Zelenogorsk. And of course there's that one of us just running and chatting and running. Oh, there's another cow now, there's a black cow.
How now, black cow?
Is this
where we crashed and kind of into a ball of flame?
Yes, there was a ball of flame. You died, I didn't.
That's so unusual for that to happen.
What a great surprise. Gaddo's snacking down on cow.
Oh, right. He's such a carnivore, this lad.
I never even heard the shot.
Do you want me to take some of them steaks off you, Gad? Raw ones.
If you want. No, I still have enough room, so...
There's no
have you got them all, have you?
Pip. There's no need, Pip. We've got so much stuff in this place. Let's see how many players there are. There are only us on the server. So if we die, it's our own fault.
Our own fault, as in we will be personally responsible for our own death.
No,
it's probably going to be Penn's
fault, as in more of a communal thing. As a we.
I know, I'm only winding you up, mate.
Come on, I've only killed you twice.
It's true.
Zed's
and I actually let you off the car one because that just wouldn't happen in real life.
But firing randomly to try and kill zombies and a stray bullet hitting your friend.
Yeah, but your friend was also running around like an idiot trying to do the same thing, so it was probably 6 of one, half dozen of another, really.
But
you were the one who put the bullet in my head, so you're the one who gets the monkey on his back.
Yeah,
basically.
Thanks. Yeah, you're a sweetheart, you are. Here, what do you think of my my post about Ghosty?
Oh, superb! He's clearly
So-
not seen it yet, has he?
No, he'll go absolutely ape when he realises his account's been hacked.
Oh, it was actually his account. I thought you just coincidentally found somebody called Ghosty who happened to
What,
be
offering
a
sex
whore
online?
from Prague or whatever.
No, his MSN account or his Microsoft login has been hacked, which in itself is no great surprise because everybody gets hacked at some point because it's so shit. I'll go away from the door, you nasty zombie.
That's what I was thinking, actually. Now he's probably going to follow you in, so I won't be able to get through.
So yeah, I mean, MSN, the whole Microsoft login system is pants and gets hacked regularly.
I want to get a drink in there, and there's too many zombies on me.
So yeah, it's been hacked at some point.
Is it MSN or is it a Hotmail?
Well, it's the same thing, isn't it?
No, I don't know. Do you mean the email addresses or
Oh wow!
the
there are weapons out
messenger
here
shit?
on the ground. People's kit has been dropped.
Good weapons or
MP5.
I'll take it.
Will you piss off?
Pain on.
Hey, and I found a dead player.
I'm getting slapped here.
Where are you?
Up by the tents.
Tents. Don't remember where they. Oh, yeah, up in the trees.
Don't know where. That's why we came here.
Sorry, the baddie. No, I thought you meant when you said tents. I thought you meant we'd put one down.
I'm pissing blood.
Do you need a transfusion?
I may do actually.
Well, we got enough steak.
No, we got
don't
enough steak. I got enough steak. So back up at the tents, there is laying on the ground an MP5 and a load of ammunition, I assume for it, a Winchester, and an AKS 74 Cobra.
Ooh, that's good. I found 4 mags for it over here in some dead guy's body. Together with another set of NV
Oh,
goggles,
BMW.
blood, more.
A PDW pistol, I do like that pistol, it's a good little pistol.
Oh, I don't like the PW. It's crap.
It's not bad as a pistol, mate, and the beauty of it is, although you don't find the ammunition often, there are so many bullets in the in a mag that you only need a couple of mags to last you half a day. I still think the MP5 should be a secondary weapon, not a first.
Is that little machine gun?
Well, the MP5
machine gun.
it's a light machine gun. It tends to be used by special forces and security and things like that. And it is said to be a marvelous weapon in reality, but it is only firing pistol ammunition.
Was it 9mm?
Yeah.
Well, it sounds from what you're saying, Pen. There's more outside the tent than in.
Yeah, it's unusual. There's the normal level of stuff in the tents, but it looks like someone's dropped a load of stuff. Brown AK.
Yeah, maybe they picked up something.
What the hell would make you want to drop an MP5? Or even, I suppose one of the snipers.
Well, if you've got an MP5 and you find an M4A3 SD...
Yeah, good point.
Gad, there's one of them set the barrel on lights things here if you want to cook that meat up.
On my way. Just had to. I got a new set of NV goggles. I don't know if you have NV yet.
I
Pip?
don't, mate. No.
I got some for you.
Oh
Mate,
no.
I've been carrying
stand
NV
corrected.
for ages.
Stand corrected. I do. I play so many different bloody maps. I forget what I've got and what I haven't.
The problem
We'll take
was
him
I
out
was
for you,
shooting
Pen.
with this Winchester and I had
Pen?
just
Oh.
loads swallowing me.
That's ruined his day.
Ruined mine, bastard made me bleed.
Talking of bleeding, I better pick up another one of these. Dear me, I just sneezed my head off. Oh dear.
So, where
Seen
did
a
you say this
bandage anyway?
AKS is?
Up by the Bernie thing, by the flag there, mate, behind you.
The Bernie thing.
Yeah, the barrel that you set light to, and it goes Bernie hot. And you put your hand in and you go, ow.
It's outside, mate. Over here.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
So you've got an AK. But it's just this. Look at all this lot here.
What's that then? Oh, is it MP5 stuff?
The MP5, 2 MP5 and 2 MP5 SD mags. But no car. Right. I'm going to take
It's normal MP5, right?
Yeah, I think so. Right, I'm just going to leave the server for a couple of minutes. Not leave the server, sorry. Go have a leak.
Oh, I thought you were sorting your vid.
Right, I'm back. Where are you guys?
Right in front of you, mate. Gaddo's had it away. We didn't realise it was an MP5 SD.
Ah, right.
Just saying, Pen, you've got a tent in it.
Someone will have some fun and games, so come here, because there seems to be like a weapon swap fest going on.
Well, you can check the town out for a tent or something. I can use a few drinks also.
There's a supermarket.
Yeah, that's worth a visit. Do you want to cook that meat up, Gad? Share it out with
I already did, mate.
Oh, right. I've
I
only got 3 now, so...
think I got 9 in my
I've
backpack.
got 1.
You still need blood, Ben, because you got hit earlier.
Oh, hold on, let me check. Escape. Options, game options, debug. Back, continue. No, I'm on 11,000 health at the moment. My blood's on 11,000.
Alright, let me try that, Pen. I just want to check out... So it's escape.
Options.
Options.
Games options. And the bottom item is the thing, and you put it onto the debug on. You must remember to turn it back off again afterwards.
Blood 11361, that's fine. Yeah, good little trick that, Pen.
Yeah, I mean, I quite liked having the debug monitor up all the time. It can let you keep an eye on stuff.
Is that what you play with? Debug on?
No, I leave it off because otherwise, if you do that, your the little icons in the bottom right-hand corner stop working.
Yeah, they disappear, but it's, like you say, it's good to check in with it occasionally, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, everything seems to be fairly colourful, but what happens is it goes down steadily and you seem to almost forget. I mean, when I'm looking towards the sun, most of the colours get washed out anyway because of HDR.
What's that stand for, by the way?
No, hang on, here is on the H is high
Definition...
definition. Don't know. Can't remember. I can
High
remember
def
when it was.
resonancing or something.
I don't know. I can remember when it was big news in gaming.
Yeah, it's basically your clouds, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's the fact it's your exposure level. If you were a camera, when you look at something bright, your exposure level changes, so things whiten out.
All right.
So that
Let's move on.
when you come out of a like a dark place and you go into a light place, you don't see so well.
But with HDR you do.
Hmm?
But with HDR you do.
Oh,
No,
do one of you need meat?
No, we're fine at the moment.
Right
With
for now, mate.
HDR, it mimics it in game. So I'm running towards the sun at the moment. Everything, all the colours are washed out.
Yeah, and I've got sun rings in front of my eyes and stuff. Should we leg it here, guys? We've aggroed.
Now the sun ring should only be if you're in the camera lens flare. Should only be if you're in 3D mode. Sorry, if you're in third person.
Yeah, I am.
If you go into first person, you'll see that the colours are all washed out because you're looking
Oh yeah, I see the
staring
difference
at
now.
the sun.
So third person's like watching it almost through a
Yeah,
camera.
that's right. Where
So the
first
post
person,
office.
yeah, I'll do a little run through here. A couple of binoculars.
Damn it! Took a belt then.
Supermarket. Right, I've got the silence weapon. Oh, actually, no, Gaddo's got a silence weapon as well. Where are you, Pip? Are you in the supermarket
I'm in.
yet?
Yeah, I'm in.
Let's see who comes in. Answer, nobody.
Yeah, I'm already stuffed with food and drinks.
Do that.
Box of
I
matches
Oh,
here if you need them.
cans
Box
to
of
bump me,
matches, yeah.
A few cans to bump me blood up.
I was having a drink.
Well, take a meat of me then. Can I have some room?
If there's food in here, I'll just fill up on that.
Yeah, but I kinda need the room.
Oh, okay. I'll do that then.
So you might as well just eat one steak.
Oh, got a map here, guys. Always worth keeping.
Gaddo needs a map, I think.
No, I got one.
That is a lovely little weapon.
Yeah, I used it before. It's quite nice. It's only you really need to make the headshot, else you need 4 or 5 bullets each.
Right.
It's a bit weak because it's a submachine. I'm behind you.
Why did that not leave the building?
Okay, thanks, mate.
Welcome.
Let's go out the back door.
What pistols you guys using?
SD 9mm.
I'm using G17, but I've got tons of ammo.
Right, where are we going next? Oh, binoculars behind you.
Got them. Kinda got everything already.
Well, we could have a little run. It's a long run, but we could have a little run to Bergino.
Okay, let's go back to the power lines, is that it?
Yeah. Gents, you'll probably want to come out the back door, not the front.
Oh, they're a bit busy there, is it? And then we just run right down the road here, don't we?
No, just come out to the power lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm heading back to the tent and then going straight on beyond that.
Okay, I see it. Now that's interesting you saying about HDR, what the colours look like when the sun's behind you. Very vivid.
Yes, they're very vivid, but it's because it's not being washed out. But it's also to do with the fact if you're in a dark room and then you suddenly go out into a light area, it takes a few seconds for your eyes to adjust.
Yeah.
That's the HDR. That's because computer games
so
never
it's a
used-
realism thing.
Yeah, computer games never used to have it. You also get bloom, where something is like extra special. When something's very bright, it bleeds beyond the outer edges of it. So if you were in a dark room, you looked at a window, it would be so bright contrast to what you had inside, that it was sort of like the light would appear to be larger than the actual orifice of the window, so you get bloom.
So again, it's realism.
Again, you get it in this game if you turn all the post-processing on.
I have post-processing on very low.
I have it off.
I don't know why I have it on very low. I think it just adds a little bit of softness. But any more than that, it's a pain in the arse. Just blurs everything.
Well, yeah, you got motion blurring. I mean, if I were to go and turn it on, options, video options, advanced.
Oh, where's Gaddo?
Did you say low or very low?
I have it on very low.
I'm looking around, having difficulty seeing what the difference is, to be honest.
Maybe in this light. Answer the phone anyway. Gaddo, where are you?
I think I'm to the left of you,
Oh, so you're with
A
us
little bit
still?
of motion blur, I think.
somewhere. I just put my thing on a map, so I'm running straight towards it.
Oh, right, you're running straight to it rather than following the
Yeah,
lines.
no, I'm to your left. With a few zombies behind me.
With a little mate
Yeah.
behind you, yeah.
I see the zombie behind you. Because the power line, I know what's happening with this bit of this level. The very outer edges of my screen are now blurry. The sort of like the first 3 inches either side of my monitor are blurry, and the bottom inch of my monitor is blurry.
Even when you're not running. No,
Oh.
it happens when you run, yeah. When
It
you stop,
happens
it
when you
goes
run.
away.
So, yeah, I can live with that. I don't know why. I don't know. Let's do another experiment.
There's stand, left side.
Stop a minute, Gad.
Right, I've put it on high,
Oh, don't do that, it's horrible. It makes you sick.
and I say make him lie down. I mean, oh god, yeah, you got motion blur when you look around,
Yeah.
and oh dear, no, that motion blur is terrible.
That's horrid, isn't it? You want to check out this deer stand or not waste the bullets on his heads?
Nah, I'm going behind it.
Right, I've turned it on to
Oh.
normal, and it's still pretty horrid.
Sorry.
Right, I've got it on low. And I
Bagsy
don't know-
NESD you get there, Gad.
I'll tell you one thing, Pip, you might want to have a look at.
What's that, mate?
Hang on, or I've hit the wrong button. Is options, video options. Right, I'm turning that off. But is to have a look at PPAA and a look at the sharpness settings.
Even though I have normal anti-aliasing on, well actually I have it on high. And I don't have
Right.
to turn ordinary anti-aliasing off.
Yeah, well, this is how I run it. I run ordinary anti-aliasing disabled, but I have the PPAA set to sharp. And that
Let me
really
try that.
crisps things up. Definitely have the ATOC disabled though.
I always have that disabled.
Makes everything fluffy.
So PPAA to extra sharp.
Yeah.
On
Makes-
the FXAA bit of it.
Oh yeah, hang on, let me look at it so I'm looking at the same thing.
Oh,
you're
or
looking at.
SMAA. You've got FXAA or SMAA.
FXAA sharp filter.
On high.
Well, high, medium, any of those, but you'll see everything becomes, instead of the grass blurry, it all becomes very, very sharp.
Yeah, it does actually.
I'm also running my 3D resolution at 125%, but I don't know if you need to do that.
Nah. The acid test for me is cables. Now you see, the cables to me now look terrible. Whereas with ordinary anti-aliasing on very high, they look great.
Oh, hang on. Options.
Do you see the power lines there? They look terrible now.
Turning to
Big
very
gaps in
high.
them.
Yeah, they do look good.
No, they look terrible.
No, I've just turned mine on to very high.
Oh, see, with the FXAA off.
No, that's on as well. Hang on.
So you can use both. I'll do that then.
Oh no, I just hit the wrong button. Options, video options. Yes, I have FXAA sharp to high. I have anti-aliasing very high. Might as well turn anti-stropic up to very high. And disabled on the ATOC. Yeah, I see what you mean about the power lines. They look.
I wasn't sure you could run both together, but clearly you can.
Yeah, I am starting to lag though. Even with my system, I am now dropped down to 24 frames per second, which is unusual when I'm recording.
Well, I normally 30 plus is great for me, so I've no idea what my FPS is.
Coming.
My frame rate is still dipping down to 27. I tell you what, these ATI cards do not like AA. Don't know why. Looks good. I'll tell you that much. It looks good. And yes, I'm back up to 30 frames per second.
What, when you take, what, with it all switched on?
I've got it on, but I've got it set to high rather than very high.
Where are we going, guys?
Well, I'm following the power lines.
I want to take a look into the...
I ended up following Gaddo.
Oh, great. Yeah, I mean, power lines look excellent.
Well, I'm running into the barn. Just checking out a few buildings here.
Okay, we'll meet by the power lines then, Gad.
Yep. I'll just walk on. I got my thing set.
Yeah, he can find us. He'll go down straight line. If we follow the power line pit,
Okay.
which is a more circuitous route.
So, do I have to download this Fraps thing in order to know what my FPS is?
Yeah, I mean, if you're just going to use it for FPS, it's okay. There are a couple of other tools that can do the job. I mean, I also use it for recording, but it's also quite good for screenshots.
None of which I do, so what would be the simplest way of just having an FPS monitor? Well, maybe I don't want to know, because then I'll start getting obsessed about it, like a lot of people do.
What, you mean me, Git?
No, I'm talking about, people who tweak and counter-tweak their... I know, but, people say, I got an extra 2 frames per second by overclocking my CPU by 10%.
You are describing me completely here.
Yeah, and it really does not make any difference, If you can game or you can't.
Well, I regularly would, until I kind of had extra cooling to my CPU, which meant could overclock it a little bit. I regularly played at kind of 25 FPS and didn't think it was a problem until people started telling me it was.
I think it's an issue. It is less of an issue with this game than most. The difficulty is, of course, I'm trying to produce videos to a reasonably high quality and still actually enjoy playing whilst I'm doing it.
Oh mate, if I could bump my specs up to yours, I'm sure I would.
Your graphics card's pretty strong. It's the CPU that makes all the difference with this game. We've still got a Z following us.
Oi. Oh yeah, hang on.
Yeah, put them out of your misery. There's a road sign in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I wondered what that was. Does it say, "You are lost"?
No, it says it warns us of a left-hand corner. I tell you what, if you see this and it warns you of a left, yes, you have problems.
Hey guys, isn't this very near to where we parted company on the bike the other night? No?
Sure. Don't think so. Nice big open valley.
Is that a sheep up ahead? Oh no, it's a rock.
There's a pig.
Is it a pig?
I see a pig.
Oh yeah, I thought it was a rock. I saw a little glint off its bottom.
Enough of you seeing glints off bottoms of pigs.
Especially pigs.
Okay, yes, I have to agree with you that having my anti-aliasing on does make those power lines look much nicer.
But are you doing that with the FP or FX thing on
Yeah,
as well?
that's on as well, but I've just turned them down to high rather than very high.
Yeah, I have my anti-aliasing on high. I might do that with the FXAA. I'll do that now, so I'll catch you up, Pen.
Oh, I'm going to stop for you. Yeah, it's sort of calmed down. Because I'm recording, I mean, what am I getting? I'm stood still. Yeah, it's sitting at 30, which tends to be what it likes to record at anyway. The Fraps is trying to record at 30 frames per second.
Oh,
That's nice.
that cable looks lovely.
Doesn't sometimes with some games they look like they're made of Lego.
Yeah, well that's what it looks like to me if I turn anti-aliasing down, but not using any of the others.
I think what it is with anti-aliasing is I just got into the habit of turning it off, and I've become used to playing games where power lines look like Lego.
Yeah, because I kind of I quite like the prettiness of it all. I kind of find it more immersive if things look real.
Yeah. One thing I did have set up quite nicely is the way with my machine's got a little bit more, I don't know, leg room. I don't get textures popping up. I'm running through this grass and it's not popping up.
Yeah, I do get that a little bit actually.
I mean, standing here, I've got grass to within, I don't know, 20 feet of the next pole.
I'm a bit before that, and yes, I do get the. It's LOD they call it, don't they?
Yeah,
it does
LOD.
pop up, yeah.
Things pop up.
It's
I don't get a great deal of LOD issues because I've got so much VRAM.
Yeah, because I don't even know what VRAM is.
Sorry, video RAM. That's the RAM in your video card.
No, they say on the forums in game options to set it to default rather than very high. Yeah, default.
What it is that the game is so old that the idea of very high RAM back then was like 512.
All right.
So that low, medium, high, very high actually specify particular numbers, and those are much lower now than you would expect. I don't know what it is. I think very high is not even a gig, and I've got 3. So
the default lets the card choose it.
It makes the game actually ask the question of the card. How much RAM do I have available to me? Now, I don't even see all of mine because I've got 3 gig on each card, but they're in crossfire, so you would only see the first lot of VRAM. But the game still only says I've got 2 gig of VRAM because I don't think it can address more.
It doesn't read any more than that.
No. It's like, I've got 16 gig of RAM in my computer. This game cannot see more than 4. But having it's like 12 cores, well, if you have the virtual cores, which I do have, it only sees 4 of them. But it means there's plenty of spare bandwidth headroom left for doing things like running fraps.
Yeah. We're going back to the anti-aliasing issue. What's the other option, that SMAA?
I'm not. I know apparently it's very memory intensive. I can't tell the difference. I was under the impression that if you're running AMD, you should be running the SM, and if you're running NVIDIA, you should be running the FX. However, I'm running ATI, and the FX seems to be working fine. But it's definitely better on Sharp.
But it's one of the other option.
Yeah, you can only select one from that long list of various different types of post anti-aliasing, because anti-aliasing can be done post or pre, and I know there are things called you can get a program to inject. In other words, after the game has finished doing the graphics, it then has another go at doing the anti-aliasing, and that's with an FX injector or something. Apparently you can use it on Battlefield. I've not tried it.
Can I smell cow?
Ooh. I doubt if you can smell anything. If you
I can, mate. I can. I told you I've got a really good rig.
I am so glad this game doesn't have smell.
Right, shall we eat?
Partake.
But I've got about 4 meats already though, hang on.
I don't. Wait! Come back, you git. I'll make the horrible slurpy noises. Just me, or is that less slurpy than it used to be?
Yeah, I think it's toned down a little bit on it.
Was a bit too slurpy. Oh, I've got to eat something to make room. What? Where? What happened?
It disappeared, didn't it? Took our eye off it, mate.
Urgh.
That's alright. Any more cows around, I'll sniff them out, mate.
Yeah, with your super duper computer, which gives you smell-o-vision.
Well, this butcher already got a sheep.
Gaddo's dining on mutton tonight.
Shawarma.
Swear at me. Now, what I did to actually make that disappear, so we shall remember for future, is I had an item in my inventory I didn't want, so I attempted to put it into the cow.
Ah.
And it was a smoke grenade.
Well, I do that a lot of times. For me, it happened when as soon as you took the raw meat out, it starts disappearing.
Yeah, normally when you
even if you put something else in.
Yeah, you take the raw meat out, it'll then sink down, but this just popped, just disappeared, bang.
Already happened earlier also to me.
Yeah.
I think it's a server glitch.
Who knows? We know there are glitches. Just me, or is the sun getting low?
Yeah, it is. It'll be, I think it's on British time, isn't it? It's getting that way here, isn't it now?
Yeah, I suppose so.
A building.
Do you know we're 8,000 metres away from Zelonagors?
Oh, really? That's quick going.
Yeah, it doesn't take that long to cross the map. Don't know how interesting a video this is going to be to the general YouTubing public, but there you go. Do you know my videos are up now? I've got a total of 80,000 views on my videos. It's nothing compared to the people who like do this for a living, but
don't you edit out the boring bit?
No, that's the whole point. I don't edit out the boring bits. The whole point of my videos are they're boring. No, it's the with rambling. It's the fact that it's us lot just chatting about you sniffing out cows and playing with computer settings and
about meat potatoes in Cornwall.
Yes, meat and potatoes, making pasties and stuff. It's all going to be in the video. And strangely enough, people watch it. I've got about 50 subscribers now, which, I mean, anyone who's doing this for a living, 50 subscribers is what they get in a week.
And next week, folks, we've got Pip's recipe for scouse.
Scouse. That sounds like a marvellous recipe, mate. You're going to have to tell me how to make scouse. Well,
the best scouse I've ever tasted is my sister-in-law's, and I've already asked her twice for the recipe and she's holding on to it.
Describe, for the uneducated, what is scouse?
It's a very basic dish. It actually comes from a Dutch word, Gaddo. I think it's Dutch, either Dutch or Norwegian. There's various things in this. Does the word laubscouse or lobscouse mean anything to you, Gad?
No, but what's in it?
In Liverpool, back in the days when it was a great seafaring town, naturally you get lots and lots and lots of sailors from all over the world would visit, and they would bring their own variations on dishes and stuff. And one of the dishes that was introduced by, not sure if it's the Dutch or the Norwegians, was this thing called lobscouse, which was a kind of very basic stew. And essentially, it's mutton, potatoes. Is that lorry going to work, Pen?
Nah, I don't think so.
Mutton, potatoes, cabbage, red cabbage particularly, and pretty much you can add any of the kind of veg you want to it. But the basic is mutton, potatoes, and cabbage. But you usually
You mean mashed
carrots in
potato?
No, just diced potato. Well, not diced, just cut into pieces.
Alright. And then you steam it, bake it?
You kind of boil
it till it's dead?
No, you can do, but it's not very nice like that. But you basically boil it up, but you got to get the moisture right, so that the moisture kind of evaporates off it and leaves it a nice kind of texture. If you
gloopy.
Yeah, it's audible. No, if you overdo it, it goes like that. It goes like a audible watery mush. That's what I'm saying. It sounds very basic, but doing it so it tastes nice is quite an art.
One day, I will ask someone who knows how to make scouse for me, because it sounds quite nice. But it's just like hodgepodge,
It's not. Yeah, it's like Lancashire hot pot, and you get every region has its meals. But that's why scousers get called scousers, because everywhere they used to eat a lot of it, still do, and everywhere they went, they used to ask for it.
Oh right, I thought it might have been the other way round.
No, scousers were named after the meal, not the other way around.
Okie dokie. See, you learned something.
So did you try real Dutch dishes when you were over here, Pip?
Yeah, but
Heineken?
I couldn't tell you what they were called, mate, because we stayed with my mate's family in Hengelo?
Yeah, Hengelo.
Oh, that's it, Hengelo, sorry. Near Enschede?
Enschede, yeah.
Enschede. And, because, his mum was cooking for us every night, but I've no idea what it was. It's all very lovely, like.
Yeah, I made
I
Q
was
and
saying about them
W.
snack machines, and they called it Automat.
Automat.
That's it,
Yeah,
Sorry, Automat.
but that's more like automatic, like machine.
Oh yeah.
So you
Those
have
are the
like
ones where you see people in the kitchen at the back, don't you, preparing everything.
yeah, that's what the snacks.
Makes you wonder why they don't just let the people into the kitchen and sit down and eat. Then it'd be a restaurant.
No, it's just meant at train stations and all that, so that people can take something to eat for along the way, and something quick. It's already done when you come there, so.
Yeah, when I was, I know some canteens use that system where you have all the people at the back cooking meals, but they put them into a wall of glass with little shelves, and you open a little hatch, and you reach in and grab the plate of food.
That's basically it, Pen. Except the food's in a bag, and you put like €1.50 in a slot.
Okay.
But it's really good, when you've maybe been for a few beers or even visited a coffee shop. They become very popular then.
I can imagine that anything that provides hot, tasty food for a euro and a half would be very, very interesting if you've been partaking in the local.
Yeah, it's only a bit. The thing is, you really need to get it as soon as they put it in, because you don't want. You don't want the stuff that's been in there for a few hours.
Depends how much you've had to drink. Pip, I seem to have lost you.
True.
Yes, mate. I just thought I'll pop into this little thingy and see if there's anything worth having.
Okay, I'll wait for the far side. I need a drink anyway.
All I've really done is aggro a Z.
Back in a sec.
This looks very pretty. supposed to be September. It's permanent September in Chernobyl.
Could do with a drink and there aren't any.
Sorry, mate, just had my can of drink. There's not much else in that town. There's
No,
a
there
Stalin house and one thing. But not very far away is, we're like 3/4 of the way there, more than 3/4 of the way there. About 2 clicks and we'll have as much stuff as you can generally poke a stick at.
Okay, it's just what that town needs is an automat.
Yes, it needs an automat. Somewhat ruin Dayz with automats all over the place.
You could, sideline for zombies. Since they're the new underclass.
I've seen a couple of zombie films or a zombie film where they were training the zombies to be pets and to do simple tasks. What would happen to the zombie apocalypse about 5-6 years in, when the large corporations decided that these were a large resource.
Like a zombie Luddite kind of rebellion.
Yeah, permanently September.
So any word of the new game yet? Or the full game?
Some more screenshots were released. The promise is still before Christmas, which is quite impressive, really.
Dayz?
Yeah, for the very early beta. But the interior shots are being done. The screenshots I posted on the forum show interior shots to existing buildings, but I also saw one of the external shots was of a place I don't recognise on the Chernobyl map, and it looked like a large compound with many low single-storey industrial and a hospital in the middle. And of course, if the hospital's going to have a full interior, that could be quite interesting.
Oh, you mean with rooms and stuff rather than just kind of fairly low grade lobby?
Yeah, we're talking about having full interiors on all buildings. That means upstairs and stuff.
So you could actually have to ask people, could you tell me where X-ray is and stuff like that?
Yeah, could do. But it means there's extras in the mechanics of it. Because on a couple of the interviews I read, even in the early days with Rocket, I heard him say that he wanted greater specialisation. So you didn't just have hero, survivor, and bandit. You would also have medic, engineer.
Well, me and Gaddo were kind of talking about this yesterday, about saying that would work a lot better because you could have safe zones, no shooting zones where you could all meet and trade, and where you had to kind of deposit your weapons on the outside of town, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's totally doable. You can fit in a mechanic where you can't get shot, but you've got part of the thing. All the bandits will just sit outside, wait for you to step outside, and then shoot you. So getting into the safe zone might be really quite tricky. But the other thing is, you've got someone who doesn't do any shooting, doesn't carry a primary weapon, but he's a medic, maybe. You have someone who's an engineer.
So you'd encourage to kind of meet strangers and team up?
Yeah, you could imagine someone who's a mechanic. Maybe there are plenty of vehicles, but you can't repair them because you're not a mechanic. I don't know how the game mechanic is going to work, but you could have someone who you want to fortify a house to keep the zombies out, but maybe you need a builder.
Can't get a plumber around here these days.
Yeah, I know. Plumbing's terrible, isn't it? Right, appearing out of the mist to our right is Bergino. with its shopping malls and tower blocks. Well, not exactly a shopping mall, it's a bloody Lidl, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And pubs and such like. But if we carry on running in this direction just to see where these come out, so you know in future. I mean, it's a long old run up to Bergino, following the power lines. But I still reckon it's one of the best towns in the game.
I'm trying to find it on the map.
Right, if you're looking at the map, it is the actual town. The centre of town is 119.062, and there is a road leaving it to the northeast, and we're going to intersect that at one of the power stations. And that sun is very low. It's 5:05.
You say 19 by 60.
119.
119.
Yeah, we're over in the east.
There's 2 other people on the server, by the way. And I'm checking the map now. Where are we meeting? In Bazino?
How about the second? You're coming in from the top, aren't you?
Yeah, I see the end of the power lines. Well, not on the map right now.
Right. Well, we are about half a click away from that. How about the supermarket with the tower block? Or how about the football stadium? I say stadium in a very loosest term.
I know what you mean. The football field.
Right. We'll go to the. We're only 395 metres from it. Pip, where are you, mate?
I was looking at the map, mate. If you just hang on the power lines, here I am. Look.
Yeah, I see you. We're going to strike off in a southerly direction down to the football stadium, football pitch. Can't call that a stadium. Again, it's military spawning. It'll have quite a few Zs there, though. But there are a couple of supermarkets, tower blocks, lots of industrial to the north.
SD ammo.
You want
Not
SD?
SD, standard Stanag, sorry.
You want standard Stanag? Yeah, I could probably do with some as well.
Tell you what, if you can hang on, Pen, I'll just pop back to the tents.
Yeah, like the 9.5 kilometres.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. You're having a giraffe.
Gaddo doesn't know what one of those is. He thinks a giraffe is an animal with a big head, or long neck, and a big head.
Bloody glad he doesn't have a big head.
Right, we're going to aggro here, aren't we? If we're not careful.
Let's be a little more cautious, eh? A little more cautious.
Take our time, we might get past these actually. Get in one of these tents and we should be alright.
Yeah, this is definitely, this is a lot of things, but it's not a football stadium.
It's not even a pitch.
It was once. There's still white lines down. There are still, if someone hadn't parked their bloody tents here, you could still have a kickabout.
This pitch is no more. This is an ex-pitch.
Little benches for people to sit on.
Oh, a little lighty barrel. To cook the cow that we never got to carve up.
Meat is coming.
There's no real proper answer to that.
There's not a lot of stuff here actually, is there?
You don't get a great deal. It's not like the most... oh, where's that guy? You don't get the most... I'm about to start firing.
It's not like barracks.
Pen, if you want to spare map for the tents? And there's one in here.
We'll need a tent. What I would really like is us to find a tent.
Hang on, mate. My phone's going back in a tick.
So the airfield at the north, does that have a barracks?
No, it doesn't, unfortunately. It just has a couple of hangars and a control tower. Remember, that's the control tower you died and your body doesn't disappear on?
Is that the north one? Okay. Can't remember, we've been there too long ago.
Yeah, we went there. You died in the control tower.
This was probably at the start somewhere. Hey, I hear SD shooting.
Yeah, I'm trying to shoot this bloody zombie in the head, and I'm either missing or... oh dear, I got a cough.
Oh, result. My missus feels so bad about
Watch out,
leaving me
zombie behind
alone
you.
all day
Ah.
that she's taking me out for pizza.
Pizza?
Yeah, we've got this thing in Weymouth, mate, called The Stables, and it's not pizza as you would know it. It's a local thing. It's some company that's just opened up in the last year or so, and the pizzas are stunning. But they're not ordinary pizzas. These are things like roast lamb pizza and egg and bacon pizza, stuff like that.
That sounds just wrong.
It sounds wrong, but they're absolutely delicious. And all this place does, is pizza and cider. 82 varieties of cider.
82 varieties of cider.
Oh, I stand corrected. 78.
Yeah, that's too much.
That's a lot of cider. Right, what are we doing then, guys?
And if you drink one of each, you get a meal for free, or?
Yeah, yeah. If you can drink 70, your next one's free.
Right, let's have a little scout up to the supermarket and the blocks of flats. I'm sort of hoping we're going to find ourselves a tent at some point.
Still can't find this place on the map. But we're after tent basically, and a standard Stanag, and an MP5 SD for Gad.
Yeah, I'll just let you know while you were talking to your missus, I actually picked up a standard Stanek.
Oh, good man. Give me the cider.
If you want to find us on the map, we're at 123.
Oh, it's 123 by 60, did you say, Pen?
Yeah, something like that.
65, something like that.
Okay.
We're heading
I'm
out
not gonna look
to
at the map now 'cause
55.
I'm picking up all Pen's zombies, but is it up by the northeast airfield?
Yeah,
Not
only
quite that
underneath
far.
it. The town underneath it.
Ah, okay.
Basically, it's a very,
Or
very
city.
rich area for stuff.
So we might pay this airfield a visit when the sun goes down. Are you doing the blocks now, Pen?
Yeah, I'm in the first little low one. Ooh, what are you?
Pair of binoculars. Don't need them.
Camo clothing. Anyone wants to go over to camo clothing? I've got some in the small.
Oh, yes, please.
Make sure to drop your backpack first, then put it on, and then...
No, that's all sorted, that, mate.
You sure?
Yeah, I did it the other day, it was fine.
Okay.
So if you come to this small one,
Yeah, okay, mate, on my way. I was just a quick bite to eat. Get it while you can, as Janis Joplin said. Are you in it, mate?
I'm in, but upstairs. It's the first floor flat.
Oh, fuck, I've been struck by his head. Get away. Come to.
Where are you? Ah, you're coming upstairs
There's
now.
one inside the front door.
Come upstairs. Carry on coming upstairs. Get into the room and do your healing and stuff.
Stop bleeding, mate.
It's just they can tap you through the stairs. It's a bit
We're alright here, aren't we?
Depends how much noise you make.
Yeah, I won't be firing it off, don't worry. One coming up. Just hide away in flat for a bit, see if he comes in. It's where these silence rings are so useful, isn't it?
So yes, you're the thing. Hang on. Yeah, I can hear Gaddo firing his silence weapon.
Yep. I'm across of you. No other little one.
I've gone back to walking as default. Yeah, those camo clothing for you, Pip, is downstairs in the flat at the bottom on the ground floor.
Okay.
So, any of you need matches?
No, I think I'm
Nope.
okay for matches. It's been a while since I've died, basically. Just need a tent. You know what it's like. We're looking for a tent. There won't be any tents around here. At the very least, we'll have a couple of supermarkets to look into.
Right, thanks for that, Pen. At least we'll be able to tell each other apart slightly, you know.
Yeah, this is where you'll look blurry to Gaddo because he's not got British armed forces.
Anybody been in the shop yet?
Going in now. Or looking. Ooh, fair bit of food in here.
Yeah, I might have lost a bit of blood and hits I took, so I had a bit of a nosh.
I tell you what, you're desyncing a little bit. I think I can hear your TeamSpeak going a bit sort of underwater.
Oh, what do I need to do to correct that then?
Get a faster internet connection.
Oh right. Oh, it's my network, isn't it? It shouldn't be. It's 12 meg.
Now, I sorted one problem out.
Yeah, you're pinging at 140.
Well, like I
Gaddo's
say,
pinging at 25.
I've sorted one problem out, now I've got a different one.
What are those problems?
My backpack is gone.
Your pack's gone.
Yeah. But I gotta
Yeah,
get a
now
suit on.
This happened to me the other day, and then the next day I came back on the server and my pack reappeared.
Well,
My M3S never did mine.
I got a ghillie suit now. But my backpack disappeared.
I know, with this suit, your pack is underneath it.
Guys, I don't understand. There are dead zombies at the back of this. Oh, now they disappeared.
No, what I am saying is, I have a patrol pack now. Empty one.
Yep.
So I really need a new backpack. So check if you see one in the supermarket.
So what?
And the bad thing is, there was one.
Your backpack turned into a patrol pack.
Yeah, I got now a patrol pack, and I lost my MP5 ammo. At least 2 of them. Still got 3, but
That's a bit disastrous, isn't it?
most of it was just food.
I don't
One
get that, because I
spare
just changed the
envy.
camo clothing. I just picked it up, put it on, and my pack's fine. Maybe it's just ghillie suit.
I know my frame rate's just tanked.
No.
So you're having connection problems as well.